The day my mom asked me to give her a shower, I was sitting on the sofa and she was laying on the long sofa, and I remember her medicines were on the little side table and so was the walker. So I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yeah. So I went to go set up the shower. I brought a chair in the shower and I came back and I had to lift her under her arms to get her in a seating position. And then I had to go under her arms and to lift her up, and with shaky legs, we walked to the bathroom. It was slow, but we got there. And the way I would take my mom to and from places in the house was I'd have my older cousin Alex help me because she could fall forward or backwards and I'd be in the back in case she fell forward. But I didn't have him that day, so I just held onto the walker myself really tight to just in case anything, and we went. When we got there, she was really quiet. The bathroom it's tiny. We barely fit together. She was quiet the entire time. When I was 13, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. The day I found out, it was rough. We had a dinner and she announced it, and I didn't believe it at first until she showed me a bald spot on her head from the chemotherapy. I didn't realize it was going on for that long, and she had kept it to herself to protect me and my sister. The day of her surgery, when they removed the tumor, my mom's blood pressure dropped so much that she flatlined on the table. For a few minutes, I was motherless. But thankfully, she came back. Fast forwarding to July 2017, she suffered a stroke. That day was brutal. I remember getting the call, rushing over to the hospital. I didn't know how serious it was until I saw her laying on the bed, and half of her face was just like numb. Her lips were like this. Half of her face was just droopy. And after that, she wasn't the same. I knew it, she knew it. She was more vulnerable than she was, because she's one of the strongest people I know. She couldn't do much. She couldn't really walk. Physical therapy was really hard for her. It was frustrating for her to relearn the basics. It was hard for me too, because you're seeing the strongest woman you know, go through that. She's scared, but so are you. So when I saw that, I stepped up to be the second adult in my house. I took my mom to and from her appointments. I started working 26 hours a week. I was driving my sister to and from school. I was impersonating my mom to pay bills on the phone. I was making calls to our insurance to appeal their insurance denials for her prescriptions. I wasn't focusing on school because that wasn't important. What was important is getting food on the table and making sure my sister was good in school. That was important. At the end of the day, I would do it all over again. All the frustrations, all the stress, all the being my mom, being an adult, I would do it again because that's what I gotta do. I'm the oldest, I gotta step up. But honestly, I didn't think I'd be giving my mom a shower at the age of 16. That was something I never expected to do. But it wasn't like I was disgusted. It was like I just pictured we were years into the future and it was my turn to take care of her. Like she had taken care of me when I was vulnerable. This whole experience gave me a deeper love and understanding for my mom. We were close before, but now she's my best friend, and I love her with all my heart. Hi, my name is Matilde Arias. I was born and raised here in the Valley. Thank you so much for listening to my story. That is the story of how I officially became an adult.